Yes, some progress. They're going to be seating this jury from a pool of 60 qualified jurors plus a few extras tomorrow, so that should take place with the peremptory challenges happening tomorrow. But the big news today was the reaction to a recent article in the Detroit Free Press. Some of the defense lawyers are extremely upset about an article about a juror in a previous case that was done. Now, the judge in this case has set some very clear guidelines about what we as reporters can and can't say about the jury selection process. She has a delicate balance going on here. She needs to protect their privacy. The defendants have a right to a fair trial, but the public also has a right to know what happens inside the criminal justice system, especially with a case of this magnitude. But the lawyers had clearly had it. Some of the defense attorneys were practically yelling today, and they want a change of venue.
We can't get a fair trial here in Detroit. It's clear as day.
Mike Rattay and the rest of Bobby Ferguson's defense team are calling on Judge Nancy Edmonds to move the Kilpatrick corruption trial to another state. The reason? The intense media coverage of the case, especially Monday's article in the Detroit Free Press about Ferguson's other federal case that ended in a mistrial earlier this summer. The article did not name the juror, but gave details about an African-American woman whom the paper described as the holdout who refused to convict Ferguson. The paper reported that she didn't disclose her husband's past criminal conviction or a bankruptcy filing.
What the Free Press is saying is if you hold out, or if you even have the temerity to find these people not guilty, we are going to hunt you down. We are going to expose you. We are going to investigate you. We are going to harass you.
Kwame Kilpatrick's attorney Jim Thomas called the article a shot across the bow for attacking the credibility of jurors. Thomas told the judge he is concerned the former mayor can't get a fair trial and called the comments left by people on the newspaper websites a clear and present danger to his client and his family. Rattay says he's also concerned about his client's safety because of comments posted online like these.
They're there for everybody to read, Heather. Okay, Kwame Kilpatrick should be hung, okay, in Hart Plaza, have a public lynching like we're in Mississippi in 1920, okay, and then we should wear bulletproof vests to court.
Kilpatrick, his father Bernard Kilpatrick, Ferguson, and former Water Department Chief Victor Mercado are all charged with racketeering, accused of running a criminal enterprise. Detroit Free Press First Amendment attorney Herschel Fink called Thomas's comments hypocritical, especially considering the former mayor's recent book tours and press conference.
There was no intention to fire any shot across the bow, which I said, and if there was any shot, I'd like to hear the Kilpatrick defense team talk about their own shots to influence jurors.
Now, the Ferguson defense team is calling this an attempt to intimidate some African-American jurors, but the Free Press attorney is pointing out that, listen, this is supposed to be an open and transparent process, and in this particular case, the jurors are only identified by number. Nobody's going out and tracking down the jurors in this case that's going on right now. Bottom line is the reporters are trying to follow the rules of the court as best we can. The judge has set some very clear parameters, and for the most part, people are trying to do their best with that. Obviously, though, they're upset about the publicity. They want this trial moved. Reporting live at the federal courthouse in downtown Detroit, I'm Heather Catallo, 7 Action News.
So when are we going to get a ruling on that change of venue then, Heather?
Well, once again, tomorrow they're going to do the peremptory challenges trying to seat this jury, and then they're going to file, the defense attorneys are allowed to file motions about the change of venue. They're going to argue those motions on Thursday. That means opening statements get pushed back once again. Now, those are supposed to happen on Friday.